Okay, cost over revenue. Here's our first measure. And it's pretty straightforward. You just take whatever a set of courses costs in dollars spent by the school to run a set of courses, and you divide them by the revenue that comes in as a result of running those sets of courses. So just to make up a completely superfluous example before we start getting into the weeds of the actual data, suppose a course costs $100,000 to run and brings in $50,000. To make the math nice for starters. So doing that division yields you the number 2. 2, because if you divide $100,000 by $50,000, it's how many times can you take that away from that until you get to 0? And it's twice. 2. So what does that mean? Well, what it means, in short, is whatever course this is, or set of courses this is, costs twice as much as it brings in. And that's all it means. It means this set of courses right here costs twice as much as it brings in. Period. And this is one of my biggest complaints about this metric. Check it out. Let's suppose a set of courses costs $1 million and brings in $500,000. The value of the metric for this set of courses is also 2, which is the same it was for that set of courses up there. Now, why does this bug me? It bugs me because the actual dollar amount the school spends on these two sets of courses is very different. If this program right here costs $100,000, brings in $50,000, that means that program has a profit of negative $50,000. It's in the hole $50,000. It hasn't broken even back to the cost. This one here has a profit of negative $500,000. It's got a profit that's 10 times smaller than that one. But the problem is that number doesn't give you any indication of that. And you got to remember, we're talking about whether or not these courses are expensive for the college. I had to check my notes there, sorry. Expensive for the college. Well, this metric is the only one of the 4 metrics that measures expense, allegedly. But it doesn't actually measure expense. It's looking at each program and only telling you a multiplier of how much more it costs versus how much it brings in. It has no idea of a dollar amount whatsoever. Let's take a look within the actual numbers from our own sets of courses now and see what it looks like there.